and Merry Christmas. You know, last week we began our Christmas season, our Christmas series, by looking at the prophecies. One of the prophecies of the Christmas time, of the great battle that has been raging between Lucifer and God since eternity past. And we don't exactly know when it started, but we know it happened and that it was brought to earth. And we find ourselves in the middle of this battle today. But see, the prophecy promised that one day there would be a descendant of Eve who would come, who would right all the wrongs. And that someone was Jesus, and his birth, his death, his resurrection is all part of the fulfillment of that prophecy. So we're just waiting for him to return again and to finish what he had started. But he had to take care of sin first, which he did on the cross. And now he's going to come differently. He won't come as a baby in the manger. He will come as a rider of a white horse with a sword. But today I want to look at an amazing part, as I said with the kids' chat, I want to look at an amazing part of the Christmas story, which is the Bethlehem star. The star is probably one of the most recognized symbols when it comes to Christmas. We put it at the top of our tree, we hang them in our windows, we light them up. I mean, how many of you put a star at the top of your Christmas tree? We do. It's the same star we've put up every year. It actually broke one year, so we actually found one that was the exact same kind, because it's an old one. I was amazed they still had it. And of course, we can't talk about the star unless we talk about the wise men who came from the east. And why did they come to Bethlehem? What were they searching for? I mean, these were not Jewish people. These weren't people from that religion. These were wise men who were probably Muslim, or well, not even Muslim, because Muslim wasn't around there. They were probably Zoroastrian, because they were from the place in Persia, in Iraq or Iran. But how did they know about this star? Why did they know that this star was signifying the birth of a king? So we're going to look at the background of the prophecy of the star in the Old Testament. Then we're going to look at the content of that prophecy in the book of Numbers. Sorry. And then we're going to look at the fulfillment of that prophecy. So let's begin with the background. This prophecy actually has its beginning in a blessing and a curse. And actually 3 men. Not the 3 wise men, but 3 men. It has its start in Abraham, Balak, and Balaam. Well, Abraham we all know. We know Abraham. We know the story of Abraham. But Abraham had gotten many promises from God. God had called Abraham out of the area around Babylon, had called him to go to the promised land, that they go to Canaan. One of these promises that God had given Abraham can be found actually in Genesis 12:3. This is where the star comes in. If we look at what God said to Abraham, he says, I will bless those who bless you. And him who dishonors you, I will curse. And in you all families of the earth shall be blessed. See, God had called Abraham to leave his family, his hometown in Ur of the Chaldeans. And God was telling him to go a place he'd never been before, to a land that was unknown to Abraham. Along the way, he loses his father. We see in Genesis 12:1-2.